What's up, you guys? My name is Eric with Dudethriftclothing. In today's video, I'm going to show you a couple of days of me POV thrifting. So if you enjoy that type of content, make sure to subscribe and like this video. It helps the channel grow. And also, towards the end, I included some bonus footage of me shipping out some orders. So if you're ready, let's go. I don't normally buy the Territory head shirts anymore, but this one had a really cool Southwestern pattern, and it was $10. And I'm going to try to get between like 30 and 40. All right, guys, I got a really cool find. This one's a Robert Graham sport coat blazer. Obviously, the Robert Graham shirts sometimes can do good. The crazier the pattern, the better. And same goes for the blazers. The cool thing about this one is that the collar had like a contrast to the blazer. It had like a paisley pattern. So unique stuff like that is going to give it a little bit more value. I'm going to pay $20, and I think I should be able to get over $100. This is my second time finding a Cricket quilted shacket. These do very good, and I'm gonna pay $10, and I should be able to get surprisingly over $100. I'm gonna pay $15 for this new tag Charles Terret quarter zip pullover, 100% wool. Should go for over $50. Here I got my favorite blazer brand called Suit Supply. This one had the Vitali Barberis Canonico fabric, and I'm gonna pay $8.99. I think I'm gonna price this one like $150 and take anything over $100. Man, I haven't found one of these in quite a while. These are vintage Filson wool pants. These usually go for over $100, but this one had a hole on the back and a couple of stains. But I still think I should be able to get between $70 and $100. Good find right there. Can I find another one? Let's see if we can find another one. Yeah, all right. Here we got another good find, you guys. All right, I talked about this brand in other videos. It's another vintage item, and this one is Willis and Geiger. They went out of business in the 90s, so they stopped making their items, which means that their items are more desirable. I think they make like a lot of like military inspired clothing, right? So just some nice pants. Has a pleated right here, and these are $6.99. All right, as you guys saw there, I was doing a live. Sometimes I like to just randomly do live thrifting. So if you enjoy that type of content, consider subscribing and like this video if you enjoyed it so far. These are gonna be like $40 to $50. It has a few like scuffs, you know, but they're vintage, so people expect them to have like stuff like that. These are some built ripstop joggers. They're not in the best condition. They were a little bit too wrinkled, and they had a lot of fading, but they were $6.99. I should be able to get like $25. For $9.99, I'm gonna take a chance on this vintage Jane Barnes. I guess you can call it like a utility field jacket, maybe. So for $10, I think I should be able to get over $50. I love picking up these Wallace & Barnes, kind of like a midweight flannel shirt. It was only $4.99, and I should be able to get between $25 and $30. I usually skip the all black blazers when I'm going through a section, but this one felt high quality, and the brand is Ministry of Supply. This one's called the Kinetic Blazer, and I should be able to get over $100. So every time I go through the blazer section and I see some gold buttons, I always check out what brand it is. You want to be on the lookout for maybe like the Polo Ralph Lauren gold button ones, Brooks Brother ones, just pretty much any blazer, even if it's a lower tier and it has gold buttons, it could definitely add a lot of value. And this one was a Brooks Brothers gold button navy blue blazer for $10.49. I should be able to get over $50. I found this Banana Republic linen blazer. These do pretty good. I don't pick up a lot of Banana Republic blazers, but if it has some linen material in it, it usually does pretty good. I'm gonna pay $15 for this one, and I should be able to get between like $40 and $60. Here I got some unlined bird dog pants. These can do pretty good, between $25 and $30. If you can find the lined ones, those do a lot better. I always get over $30. Here's a pretty good brand. It's called Proof. You can find it on the Huckberry website where they have different brands like Flint and Tinder and others. But these performance proof pants, they do pretty good, over 30 bucks. I think their most popular pant is called like the Rover pant. Those you can get over 40, but very good brand. And I found another same pair, but these were in a black color. Should be the same, over 30 bucks. These are some RevTown automatic jeans. They go between $25 and $35, and I'm gonna pay $8.99. I found this Hollow Bros Pearl Snap short sleeve shirt, and these always go for over $30 for me. These vintage Wrangler Aztec shirts usually go between $25 and $50 for me. The brush purple ones go for big money. I love finding this golf brand. It's called Primo Golf. These are their joggers, nice gray color, and I usually get over 40 bucks for these. All right, so I picked this item up just based on a past experience that I had with it. Last year I sold one for like 40 bucks. The brand is called Spark Veil. I think they make it like modest clothing for women, like for working out. And but I checked the comps and they don't do as good as I thought. So hopefully I can get between 25 and 30 bucks. I got this Donald Ross Sport Floral Polo. Obviously right now it's not gonna go for as much as like in the summer, but I've been experimenting with these and I've been getting 25 to 30, and I'm gonna pay $3.99. I wasn't able to record these, but here I got a new Tag zero restriction quarter zip. The model is called the Z500. In used condition, I sold these between 30 and 40, and this one I think is gonna go upwards to like $60 to $80. And I also found this built new Tag quarter zip. This one's called the Elite Fairway Pullover. In used condition, they don't do that good like before, but the fact that it's new with tags, it's probably gonna go between like $50 and $80. All right, guys, I really appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and consider subscribing if you're not subscribed yet. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna include some bonus footage of me shipping out some orders. But if you're not interested, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. $105.05. 107.25. $108.53. $109.22. $7,234. $109.63. $99.85.